Alrighty, how's it going, everyone? It's your boy Mixie here, back with another video on the Atrolix gaming channel. If you are new, make sure to hit that sub button and hit the post notification. We're going to be uploading on Thursdays and Sundays every week, tips and tricks to help you guys get better at Rainbow Six Siege. With that being said, my Xbox is a bit broken, so I am switching over to PlayStation. So I can't show you my champ charm, but trust me, I've been champion 8 times on Xbox, and yeah, I guess I might have to get champ on PS4 this season. I'm joking. But we're going to go over settings and sensitivity. I'll show you guys my sense if you guys just want to click on that, see it, and dip. This is what I play on for the most part, and then I'll explain everything. If you just wanted to see the sense, I promise I will probably show you some stuff in this game you didn't know about the settings that you should probably start tweaking, because there's a lot of stuff people still don't know about the settings menu because it looks, quote, complicated for some. Not that complicated, I'll explain it. Anyways, so squad privacy, open to friends. Now you're probably like, well, you're a YouTuber, man. You're fairly known. You must have a lot of people that want to join your lobbies. Why would you leave that open? The reason for this is because Rainbow Six Siege has a lot of issues with lobbies. You can't invite people. Sometimes you have to restart your game for it. So I just leave it open to friends so that if my buddy wants to join me, he can do it. And I don't have to send invites because invites break. And it's just, oh, it's a horrible situation. Next, we're going to get into matchmaking preferences. As you guys saw in the last video, I said to leave bomb on. The reason why you leave bomb on is because it's a ranked game mode and it's the comp game mode if you want to take this game somewhat more serious, or if you just want to be able to play it the way that everyone else does, play bomb. Secure and hostage are kind of jokes that nobody plays them, so I mean, just leave them off. It's all good. Anyways, elimination is the classic terrorist hunt game mode that you use to warm up, so that's why it's on. By the way, the reason why they're grayed out is because when you turn when you turn 2 off, the third one turns on, and it goes like that for all of them. So I only play house for my map because you can choose all your preferences. Now I want to point out that this map selection only works for terrorist hunts and training grounds. It does not work for online multiplayer. You have to play whatever the game gives you at that point. So I play house. Oregon's a good map. I'd say Border and Bartlett are decent maps. Don't play a big map for your terrorist hunt. You don't want to be looking for the last guy for 10 minutes. At that point, just end the game. Like, there's just no point. You're supposed to be warming up your aim, not looking for one guy. So that's kind of how I do it. I play house because it's the smallest map. And elimination, obviously. So that's basically everything. Interface preferences. Unless you are a very good player and you're about to go in the Pro League, make sure basically everything is on. Normal. Everything on. I just turned these two right here off. I turned my health and my teammate outline off because when I'm looking at an enemy, I don't want to see my teammate's outline behind him because sometimes that distracts me and I don't get my kill. You don't really need teammate outline. And health, it's just so that I don't change my mindset. You know when you get shot down to 1 HP and you start playing scared? And you know what I mean by playing scared. When you like sit in a corner or you slow peek stuff because you have no HP. Yeah. Doing that doesn't help you in Siege. That makes you play worse. So if my health is off, I don't notice that I'm low HP. I'm still going to quick peek someone. Sometimes it'll get me killed because I do agree that there are certain things that you shouldn't peek when you have low HP. But for the most part, it's made me get more kills when I thought I couldn't get them. So, or when I would have thought I couldn't get them. It's like sometimes I clutch 1v3s with 10 HP. And it's because I thought I was on 100. So, yeah. Everything else leave on. There's a few things. Most of this could be personal preference for the most part. I just say get the most information you possibly can. There's no need to be turning a lot of this stuff off. Show tips. I guess you can turn that off. You don't need tips. You're about to watch Atrolix for tips, boys. But yeah, so everything is mostly on for me. I keep my ping on because ping is very important when you're communicating with your teammates if you can't speak to them. And also just so you can, get more information across faster and easier. Display game info, I keep it off because for YouTube videos and stuff, it just looks cleaner. It does this basically. It shows your FPS and it shows, obviously, it shows your game info and stuff like that, your version number. So, yeah, I keep mine off just for the sake of YouTube, but it is what it is. You can do what you want with that. I keep my cycle inside camera groups on so that every time I press my bumper, it just recycles through them over and over again. If you turn it off, then it basically means you have to press the opposite bumper to go back. So I just keep it on, personal preference. And for drone after prep, I keep mine on automatic because I am the type of person that when it's in manual, I'll be looking on my phone and I'll look up and then I will be in a drone phase still, or my drone will still be on my screen, and I'll be like, oh, the match hasn't started, so I'll look at my phone again, and then a minute will go by, and then my teammate will be like, yo, can you come get this wall? And I'll be like, wait, what? The round started? So yeah, I keep it on automatic. Sometimes you'll get your drone killed because it's on automatic, but it's just how I am. Anyways, let's get into audio. I literally leave all of this on default, and I change music to 0 because music is annoying in this game, and it's not going to help you at all. You don't need music. And dialogue, I put it down a little bit so it's not as obnoxiously loud. Basically, what dialogue volume is it's your characters talking. So, you know, if Vigil puts a cloak on and you hear him go say whatever his line of text is, if you have a dialogue volume up, you'll be able to hear what he's saying, and you'll know he's around you. So it's very helpful. I use night mode to make my footsteps a bit louder and just more clear. Voice chat volume, I don't really use voice chat, but I am on PC. Voice chat is pretty good, so you know, keep that on, at least for the most part. Now we're gonna go into video. VSync always off. Never turn VSync on. There's no need. You want to be getting as much FPS as you can. There's no need to not have a lot of FPS. And also, if you're in T-Hunts and VSync is on, you're noticing that your T-Hunts are all choppy, laggy, and whatever. I'll show you guys an example later. But, yeah, the reason for it being all laggy is because your VSync is on. Turn VSync off and you'll go back to 70 or 65 FPS. It'll be above 60. It'll be nice. It'll be clear. There might be a bit of screen tearing, but it's fine. So keep it off. Calibration is brightness. If it's too low, then you won't be able to see you guys in corners. If it's too high, then when you get flashbanged, you'll literally be flashbanged IRL. You won't be able to see anymore. You'll be blind. You don't want that to happen, so don't put it on 100. Controls, look inversion is basically for the people that are weirdos that play like flight games, flight simulator games. Basically what look inversion does is when you look up, if it's enabled, when you look up, it looks down. It's like, what? Yeah, I don't know how people do it. It's impressive. I play on normal. When I look up, my guy looks up. That's how it works. My vibration is enabled. This is personal preference. There's a few people that are like, if you have vibration enabled, it makes you miss shots. That's a myth. I don't understand how that would possibly affect your accuracy. It's not that sensitive. So I keep mine on just because when I'm shooting, sometimes it vibrates and I'm like, okay, this makes sense. I'm shooting. When it's off, then I feel weird because I'm like, wait, why am I not shooting my gun? It's just no vibration. So yeah, I've gotten really accustomed to vibration. Half the time I don't even notice it. So that's kind of how I play. Obviously, you guys know my Sense 4080. I'm still getting used to it, so it might change a bit. I don't suggest copying someone's sensitivity. I'll show you guys examples of high and low sensitivity. So anything from 80 to 100 on your horizontal is, quote, high, in my opinion. And vertical I'd say 35 to about 50 is high. That's good. So I play 4080, obviously. If you're trying to run a lower sensitivity, I suggest something like a 25-55. That's not bad. Maybe 55 being a bit high, maybe 50, maybe even dropping it down to like 40 and doing like 20-40. That's fine. But I play 4080, I play fairly high, so that's how I do it. Those are my recommendations. Now these numbers change a lot, so it's kind of annoying sometimes when people ask me over and over again, because sometimes I'll just do this because I'm not feeling as confident. I don't really care that much. I don't have a set number, so someone will be like, wait, your sense is this, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's my sense. And then they're like, okay, go in the menu and show me, and I go in and it's like this, and they're like, wow, dude. I'm like, bro, I wasn't feeling it. Okay, so that's what I run. Dead zones, this basically is how much pressure you need to put on your sticks. So if you have stick drift, put this up. I don't recommend doing it on the right stick because that's your aiming stick. If your aiming stick has dead zones, buy a new has stick drift, buy a new controller. But yeah, I recommend keeping them the lowest so you don't have to put as much input for it to actually pop up in game. It's basically like adding a weird delay. You don't want that delay, dude. You don't want to have to do that. Controller rotation, I keep it on classic. Updated basically means that when you're turning, you have to gradually get up to your sensitivity, which I think is just dumb. If I'm trying to flick, I need to flick at 80. I don't need it to flick at 10 and then have to spin in a circle for it to get to 80. Like, what? That's just, no. Classic is the way to go. Aim assist disabled. It only works in T-Hunts. Multiplayer does not have aim assist, guys. Controller players don't have aim assist in multiplayer, so keep it disabled. If you're warming up in a T-Hunt, you don't want to feel like you're the best and then hop into a real game and miss all your shots because you don't have aim assist. So yeah, ADS sensitivity, if you're lazy, do a standard sense like this. If I were to do 40/80, I'd probably do about 35 standard. This is what I actually run though. 34, 37, 42, 47, and everything else is default 50. The reason for that is because I don't use these sights, guys. There's just no need for me to change these. I don't play Cali. I don't play any of these ops. So basically, I put the lowest on the lower magnification. The more zoomed in, the higher it should be, because you're obviously looking closer. So there's like less movement, I guess. So you want it to be faster. Hopefully I explained that properly. Anyways, so yeah, 34, 37, 42, 47. That's what I run. That's how it goes. It's personal preference. You have to hop into a T-Hunt and figure your sensitivity out yourself. Using someone else's might be fine for the beginning, but you're not going to ever reach your full potential unless you figure out what your true sense is. And it might take a while to find that sensitivity. It might even take you months, because I still feel like I could fix my sense. So I keep both of these on advanced. Basically, drone deployment is, if it's on standard, it means as soon as you throw your drone, you go on it. If it's on advanced, you can bait people by throwing your drone. They'll think you got on it. You could be ADSing and shoot them as they peek you. Gadget deployment, basically, if you're trying to get a wall and you think you don't got it anymore, if this is on standard, you're still going to be placing that bandit and you're going to die. If it's on advanced, you can let go. You can run away. It'll be all good. Accessibility is 100% personal preference. I've never used chat on PlayStation or Xbox, so I don't even know what to, like, just ignore that. And I just like white with full opacity. So there we go. That's basically everything. We're gonna hop into a T-Hunt now, and I'm also going to show you guys a quick ace for the lulz. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully some of the tips helped you out, and make sure to hit that sub button, drop a like. I'd really appreciate it, guys.
Oh. I can listen now. They're on default. They're on default. One's on default. Well done. That's two. Oh my! You got this. No way. In cash. Well, let's on cash. Let's on cash. Yes! Let's go! Let's freaking yes, bro! You're insane! Just ace that!
Alrighty, guys, so right here is with VSync off. Basically, you know, it looks like in-game does. You know, it looks good, clean, fast. But if I go over to my settings and I turn VSync on, wow. Yeah, some would say that's a difference, and this is why people don't play T-Hunts. That's 30 FPS for you guys. Not nice, nobody likes it. Make sure it's off. So let's play a bit of this T-Hunt, and then I'll wrap it up for you guys. It just feels weird using a PlayStation controller. Not gonna lie. Oh. Enemy. Bang. Yes. I feel like mechanically it makes me feel so weird. I need a lot of T-Hunts before I can get anywhere near as good as I am with an Xbox controller. Quick peek this guy. There we go.